So today's the day. We're at the Silvia project, and amazingly enough, we're going to turn this project over to her. We're going to hand her a set of keys. You know, Silvia was the greatest project to date from the beginning to today. Not because she truly had a need. I mean, she is an amazing, hardworking, dedicated, loving mother who you can't find a person in this world to say a bad thing about her. She gives, she pours out everything that she has. And, you know, just being part of that over the last 6 years has been such an incredible blessing, and not just to my family, but to my business. That 2 years ago we went to her and we said, hey, you know, your van's it's getting a little beat up. How can we, maybe we could buy you a new van. Let me buy you a new van. And Silvia, completely modestly and, you know, just being the amazing woman that she is, she said, you know, I love my van. It's paid off. There's nothing wrong with it. I don't need anything. And being the person that I am, I pushed and pushed, and finally got her to say, hey, I could use a kitchen. And my team said, absolutely, we're happy to do it, with a caveat that if we get a bathroom out of her bedroom too, she would be more than blessed. And we went out, we bought the kitchen, we started getting all the supplies together, we started bringing in everything that we needed to. And as we started to measure and as we started to look at the house, we realized that there were some structural issues that we had never, ever thought about and been able to foresee. We brought in over engineers, we brought in professionals, we brought in guys off our own team, and the consensus was this is not repairable. And we're talking about, you know, several month process and looking at that. We came to this interesting place of what do we do? You know, we're truly blessed, and she has 2 little boys that she's now been able to adopt. They're living in what she deemed her little house in the hood, and she says it jokingly with love. She's never once complained about it. This is her home. This was something that she was able to do on her own, and she worked so hard and was so deserving for it. But what do you do? You know, we know as a company, as a business, as a construction company, that this house is falling down. It's not safe. You know, it's not safe for her and the boys to be here. There's no structure left. And we looked at that as an opportunity. We looked at it as a blessing. And we said, you know what? We're going to fix it. We're going to come alongside you, and we're going to make this right. You want to tell a story?
Sure.
So I think what I'd really like to accomplish today is that we kind of explained how we met each other, where we were, and we've done some content shoot already. And, you know, honestly, we've met almost 6 years ago. Or more.
It was right before Mother's Day of 2017.
And what I've explained is that I was looking for something in my life to bring some joy and some fulfillment to what we had going on. And we had reached out to Place of Hope, an amazing organization run by Charles Bender, and I said, hey, can you connect us with a family? Somebody in need, somebody that's, you know, doing amazing things. And you were the first person they thought of. I mean, they didn't take them long.
Maybe not because I was doing amazing things, but because you wanted to build a playset and I had a backyard.
So we were able to come over and build a playset, and we took it a little further than that.
You sure did, like you always do.
But we got that opportunity, and then, you know, over the years, we've become family. Yeah. You're part of my family, and I'm part of yours.
Yes.
And the connections and the things that we've been able to be involved in. But, you know, what I wanted people to understand is you're a hardworking, independent, giving, loving, amazing person. And, you know, there's not a person that we can talk to that says anything else than when they see you, there's a smile on your face. And there's always some level of joy, some level of happiness, some blessing you're pouring out on other people. You were good. You had a beautiful home that you had bought on your own. You had this beautiful life, and you. What I'm trying to do is make sure people understand that you were independent.
Yeah.
You had everything you needed, and even to 2 years ago when this whole thing started, you were taking very good care of these boys. I mean, an amazing mother to 2 adopted sons, and a woman who had 9 kids coming in and out of this house in foster care. And for people that don't understand the foster care system, that's a very hard position to be in.
Yeah.
There's a lot of baggage that comes with that, and hurt and pain, and that transition of having to see those kids go back into situations that we know just weren't right for them. But never did you lose that heart for the kids, all the way to being able to adopt Dakari and Javari. And if nothing else comes of this video, what I want is that people understand how much more this has meant to me than anything we've done for you. And not just being with my family, my team, the subcontractors, the people that have been able to come alongside of us in this. And what else should we tell for our story?
Can I talk about faith a little bit?
Yeah, of course.
Because when I stepped into foster care, this was something that I felt called to do. And piece by piece, everything that you mentioned, even as far as buying the house, was a gift from God, because I really didn't have much money to buy a house, but I was able to buy the house, and I was able to move in here and have a yard to raise boys, which was ideal. And in the process, I had to trust that if God was calling me to this, that He would provide. You have been an answer to that prayer. You have been God sent to me and to my kids and to every foster kid that we've had, because in all of those placements that came through our home, you were there. You were the first one to show up with bags of clothes. I remember when Isaac and Israel showed up, and you and Adriana came the very next morning with bags of Target, and
we bought every size we could, yes, and everything they had.
and so I have seen that provision through you in so many ways. I am a single woman, and while I have been able to provide, independently, a home and a stable environment for the boys, I thank God that I haven't until this day had to worry about how I'm going to put food on the table or anything like that. I don't have luxury, to think that I would be able to even remodel the house. I remember at some point when I had some concerns about the bathroom and the walls and stuff, that I thought, well, maybe in the future I would pull out whatever equity I have and I will just do the repairs that we'll need. And you have been instrumental for us. And I think if I could even say that the reason you're finding fulfillment in this is because you've allowed yourself to be used in ways that go above and beyond, that go the extra mile. When I have told people that this is happening for the boys and I, a lot of people have said, I thought this only happened in the movies. And people have said that they actually question whether this even happened in real life, because generosity like this is very hard to come by. So you fan my flame in the way that you give, not just to us, but to others. Obviously, I can't give at that level, but I know you are inspiring others.
Your story will live on for a very long time, and I think the coolest part of being the first project at this size that my team was able to do, you're going to go in history with everyone that we do in the future.
And we want to be a part of the future, because again, I can't build a house, but I don't know, we'll come
I can't either, it's cool.
We'll come in clean, I don't know, I just feel like this is changing our lives forever.
It changed your neighborhood.
Yes.
Look around. I mean, it's been incredible to see what the neighbors have come over and said, and really just, they've been so good to my guys, and we have people walking by all the time congratulating us, and really kind of engaging in what's going on, and it's really, really, truly amazing. 1 year from that date, This is your certificate of occupancy. This is your new home. And here's a key to your house.
Oh, so now, like,
Yeah. I'm giving you the house today.
oh my.
4 months, 3 weeks. We took it down and we rebuilt it. I love you.
Why do you do this to me?
Welcome home.
Oh my.
We want to thank you and your team for being part of this project, for making a generational impact within the community, for coming alongside of us in such a hard market to be working in, for all of us being so busy and as consumed as we are, to look at a project like this and being part of it. And we truly want to thank you for that.